Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. I got a big show for you today, unfortunately. I don't like this story, but it's got to be covered. As you know, I normally like to be a little bit more lighthearted when I do my shows. And this one is it just keeps going and it keeps going and it's like, Kirby, what are you doing? 3 more arrested. And I'm going to ask the question, is Georgia out of control? Somebody's got to ask that question. This is more than 10, I believe it's 10 or 11 arrests in the last year plus over reckless driving. We know people have died. I don't know whether Kirby can get this under control or not. I really don't. Let's get into this story.
Now to some breaking news here at 6. We now know 3 UGA football players are facing charges for reckless driving. Record shows star linebacker Smile Munden and freshman Bo Hughley were arrested this week. And we also just learned that freshman DeMello Jones, who is not here on your screen, was also charged. Warrants from Athens, Clark County claim Munden and Jones were racing last night. We're still working to get the warrant for Hughley, who was arrested 2 days ago.
Yeah, so 3 people arrested. And we also learned that Trevor Etienne cut a deal. He had been arrested a while back after he transferred from Florida. And he got into Georgia and all of a sudden got into trouble. And it's on and on and on and on with Georgia. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution has been covering this heavily, and they've been trying to get in to find out what is occurring and why this is happening at such a high level. And 2 of these guys were arrested for racing. Mondone driving a 2022 Dodge Charger downtown Athens on Wednesday night. He was racing a Porsche Panamera. So they were going at a high rate of speed and accelerating down Broad Street. It says the driver of the Porsche was DeMello Jones. He was also charged for racing. And a day earlier, redshirt freshman Bo Hughley was also arrested, charged with reckless driving in addition to charges for failure to maintain lane, improper driving, and it also caused a single car accident. And said sandwiched between those arrests, running back Trevor Etienne appeared at Clark County Courthouse on DUI and reckless driving charges. The DUI charges were dropped. Etienne pleaded no contest to reckless driving charge and guilty to underage possession of alcohol and 2 other driving offenses. The judge, Marcy Joles, told Etienne, "You are a public figure. You are a public figure whether you realize that or not. What you do, people see because of your role at the university. I would hope that you make better choices in the future to make a better example for those who are watching." So there's another Georgia player, freshman, I can't pronounce that first name, but his last name's White, has reckless charges pending from an incident in May in which police said he was traveling at high speed the wrong way on a street in downtown Athens. And this comes to a number of 22 of the number of incidents involving Georgia football players or staff members who've been charged with driving-related offenses since a high-speed accident that took the lives of 2 members of the football program, which is just, I really don't know what to say about this. I almost can't believe it. I mean, I get the fact that these are young men who all of a sudden get a bunch of money. They go out and immediately have to buy a sports car because that's what you do. I mean, I can't hardly blame them for buying a sports car. I would do the exact same thing if I was 18 and somebody handed me $250,000 or $500,000 or whatever they're making. And some of these guys are making big money. I'm going to go get a sports car because everybody else has got one on the team. The problem is those things go 150, 200 miles per hour, and you're going to want to test them. And then your buddy wants to race, and unfortunately, the coaches have lost control. That's obvious. They have lost control. I'm not saying they're not trying. I'm sure they're trying. I'm sure Kirby Smart is sick about this. But whatever he's doing, it ain't working. Kirby, it ain't working. And the problem is, this isn't just reckless driving. People have died. And this one young man got into an accident. He could have had something terrible happen. I don't know what needs to be done. It's obvious to me that Kirby can't control this. He just can't. And look, I know that every school has their problems. You're dealing with 95 young men. Many of them are prima donnas. You've got to win or you get fired. I get all that. There's tons of money involved too. But this is completely out of control. This isn't 1 or 2 or 3 incidents, and it's all about reckless driving and racing. There's clearly a culture there about racing that they've got to get under control. And like I said, I usually do lighthearted videos. I usually don't get this serious like this, but good grief. How many people have to get hurt or killed before Kirby does something, really actually does something that gets their attention of, okay, we're going to quit this crap? And I don't know whether that's suspending the players. I don't know if that's throwing somebody off the team. Whatever it is you got to do. And here's the one thing about Georgia. They are the one program that could probably handle throwing somebody really good off. There are very few that could. Georgia's one of them. It may take something like that for him to get their attention. I don't know. This is a new day and age in 2024 where you're dealing with players getting a lot of money. They're very young. They're immature as crap. They've had their butts kissed since they were in high school and probably middle school because they were such great athletes. And now they're stars. And on top of it, they're super young and think they're going to live forever and nothing can hurt them. They all think they're Superman. So, Kirby, you got a problem and you need to get control of it because this is way past embarrassment. Now you're dealing with people's lives and he's got to do something. And I know I'm coming down hard on Kirby. I get it. He's a great coach. Georgia's a terrific program. They've won 2 national titles in the last 3 years. But this is just completely out of control. That's just all there is to it. And surely to God, he can get them to stop this crap. Anyway, this is way more negative than I expected it to be. It's just, what do you do? What do you do? And I know the Georgia people are going to come in here in the comment section. Oh, you got problems there at Tennessee or you got problems here. I understand that. This is out of control and people are dying. Somebody's got to do something because it's obvious whatever they're doing is not working. So, geez, I'm not enjoying this. If you think I am, you're crazy. I'll just go ahead and tell you I'm not. I have a ton of respect for Georgia Bulldogs. They are the best team in the country. They are. If you don't think they are, I understand, but you're wrong. But Kirby's got a problem. He needs to deal with it. So I need to get off my soapbox. It's just this is just ridiculous. It really is. And it's as somebody that played college athletics, I get it. I really do. But you're going to have to really get this under control. And you're probably going to have to do something drastic at this point. And I really hate it. I don't want anybody throwing off a team. But look, we're in the transfer portal world. They'll get on another team. But you're going to have to set an example. It's out of control. I'm not even going to push the subscribe button or any of that other crap. I'm just going to end this show. And tomorrow I'll do a better show that's more uplifting. This sucks. The people in Athens, I mean, it's dangerous to be on the roads in Athens. It just is. And it's really a shame that it's the Georgia Bulldogs that are causing that danger. Something's got anyway. See y'all next time on Sports Talk Jay.